I just wanted to go over some Shell Hyliion price prediction that I have, and I'm recording this at 9:38 on Tuesday, July 7th. So we will see how the stock market looks tomorrow, but it was definitely a red day today, and the stock has been down the last few days. So this is my educated guess, and it really doesn't matter to me anymore because now I am long on Hyliion. I really like the company now, and at first, it was just a speculative play, and I was just trying to kind of short it and take my profits. And actually, this worked out perfectly for me. I did take profits at the right time, and the stock has not reached back to that level yet. But now I will not be doing that anymore, and I'm looking to hold this long term. So I wanted to look at Nikola and see the similarities and what we can kind of guess will happen with Shell, but it's not for certain. So I'm looking at this website called barchart.com, and this is how I could find the old VTIQ price points and graph. So if we look back, they announced their merger on March 2nd, and their stock went from $10 to $16 in 3 days. And very similarly, Shell and Hyliion, on June 19th, the merger was announced, and their stock price went from 10 to 18 in 3 days. Now, I know SPACs have been very popular on YouTube and TikTok, and everyone is talking about these, which I think has a lot to do with the price jump. People don't want to miss out. You have your Robinhood investors with FOMO, and I get it. But I wanted to also take a look at some other dates. So I remember when VTIQ first came out, and I was hearing a ton about it just on YouTube, some social media platforms, and now the same with Hyliion. I've even made some videos on this, but these SPACs are really popular and people make a ton of videos on them. So referencing May 6th, when VTIQ and Nikola announced the merger would happen in the first 2 weeks of June, this was great news, and it really hyped up the stock, and it jumped up to $30 to $34. It was ranging in that area. And that was just in the span of about a week. And then it followed by a huge sell-off, dropping from $35 down to $20 in just 3 days. So similarly, news that Shell will merge in Q3 came out, plus a ton of interviews, even with the CEO, and a ton of bullish videos on Hyliion came out, and that really pumped the stock up. And it shot up all the way to, I believe, around 33 or 34 is the highest point it's been at. And I actually took some profit at 32.91, and I was proud of that. I won't be doing that anymore, but it hasn't returned to that valuation yet, so I was happy about that. Since then, it has dipped, and there's been quite a bit of a sell-off. Plus, just the market's been down, so it's dropped about $10 since then. I think it's at about $23 as of today. But I do believe it will shoot back up soon. And I originally did the sell-off just because Nikola, I was using that as a reference, even in the back of my head. I just remembered the sell-off, and I was up over 100%, so I took a little bit of profit. But yeah, I'm not upset about that. So on June 2nd, VTIQ merged with Nikola officially, and the ticker changed from VTIQ to NKLA, and the price moved from $34 to $79 in just 4 days. So using that as a reference, not that it will be accurate at all, and we'll definitely see how this video ages, but Shell will announce the official merger date around late August, which will mean more news around Hyliion and probably some positive reactions in the stock market towards Hyliion. And I think it'll bump their $20 to $27 price point up into the mid 30s and maybe 40s. That's just my guess. Then, hopefully, come September, when the official merger happens and we see the ticker change, we will see that same jump that Nikola had from that 35 to 40 range. I'm guessing maybe it goes to 55, 60, but who knows? I've seen some crazy stock runs lately, and it could go up to the 90 range. We will definitely see. Just keep in mind this is all speculation, and I just made this video as a fun guess just to kind of compare these two and see if I will be right in the coming months. Obviously, there's still a lot of uncertainty with COVID, the next stimulus checks, unemployment, and just like if the Fed will keep pumping the stock market up. So, like I said, this is just my guess, and let me know what you guys think about this guess. Just a bit more on that. So, I know these stocks aren't the same, and it would be stupid to follow it to a T, mimicking Nicola's stock chart, but they are similar in the fact that they're both SPACs, or they're IPOing through SPACs, and they're in the same industry. And I thought it'd be a cool reference to see how the pricing plays out. It actually may help mentally if you see Hyliion Shell dipping hard and you're kind of like panic selling. If you can just refer back to that Nikola dip and you're like, okay, it's going to be okay. Maybe it'll help you hold Shell longer, or maybe it'll give you some different price points of when you want to buy in. My final thoughts would be I've really grown to like Hyliion. I'm not going to be shorting the stock anymore. They have a solid team. Their CEO is genuine, and I respect him a lot, especially in that video where he let that guy just show up and test drive their new ERX truck. They actually already have product out, which is great, and they do still have a lot to prove, but I think they're making the steps in the right direction. I will be buying in the low 20s. Even at 23, that's a good buy. And I'll be buying heavy if it dips under 20. I think that would be awesome. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this. Comment any videos you guys want me to make in the future. That actually really helps me out with ideas for videos. Please like and subscribe. Get your free stocks in the description, and have a good one.
Stacking vertical, ooh, counting sideways, ooh, ain't by my cake, ooh, get out my